grandstand side, on the grey, it's George Armstrong, Elvis. Georgie riding a Mother's Hunter. Amateur whip horse. Oh, and run past the planks. Then have planks out hunting. Now knocks them down. 5 to add to the Fitzwilliam. Meanwhile, Jamie Maguire riding Jacko rather gently down through the bending poles.
Steady, steady.
All the Barclay team love hunting out with the famous yellow coats of the Barclay.
Go on, Jamie.
Sarah and Ellie spent all last season doing the second horses for Helen Hilliard, one of the joint masters.
Go on!
So now it's Sarah Meredith riding Noggin.
Go on!
Sarah Meredith riding Noggin. And for the Fitzwilliam, it's Emily Lawrence with Charlie. Charlie has the planks down again. 2 lots of planks for the Fitzwilliam.
Good girl.
But Emily Lawrence is going well for the Fitzwilliam.
Go on!
Can she get far enough ahead to do away with that 10-second penalty?
Good girl.
At the moment, Sarah Meredith and Noggin is keeping in there. She's not 10 seconds behind. Meanwhile, Chelsea Bailey takes on for the Fitzwilliam. On was Saltry Community College, Chelsea. Well, now goes Francis Poole riding Marble.
Go on, Fran.
Francis, 16 years old for the Barclay. There's not a lot in this.
Go on!
One bending pole's not taken. Takes a bit of hammering.
Go on, Fran. Good girl.
Chelsea Bailey.
Go on, Francis. Good girl. Go
Chelsea
on.
Bailey hanging on to Isabel Castle now. Only 11 years old. This little pony for sale, Dougal. It's a little flying machine. Meanwhile, for the Heathrow, Ellie Luffman's taken on Moonlight.
Go on.
The little grey pony for the Fitzwilliam. Down through the bending pole. That's easy peasy. Isabel's been hunting since she was 2, competes in Testaffen.
Go on. Come on, Isabel.
And look at this little grey pony to go.
Go on.
Oh, lies the last. She actually dropped the stick, but I think she'll probably be alright. We'll have to see. Could you straighten one of the bending poles on the ground? Could you straighten one of the bending poles on the grandstand side, please? Serena Party? There's 2 of them there, actually. Thank you very much. So, all right. Becky Thomas, Kimberly Dudley. Sarah Bradle at number 3, and Sarah Cork rider number 4. For the Barclay, it's Jamie Maguire.
No, they're going to clear it.
Sarah Meredith,
I can't remember.
Francis Poole, and Ellie Luffman.
No.
So the Barclay team, 38 down the office side. This is up to go first. For the Albright, Becky Thomas. So we're on the starter's orders and flying. So the Barclay down the office side. It is first up there, Jamie Maguire riding Jacko. For the Albright, Becky Thomas. One stick broken. One stick broken for the Albright. Meanwhile, Becky Thomas is coming down to Kimberly Dudley now for the Albrighton. They've got the advantage, but it's not a lot. The changeover is important, and it's a good one, a flying one. Kimberly Dudley is away. Now, away goes the second for the Barclay, Sarah Meredith, Noggin. The difference here. Oh, and now that difference might change. One problem in the bending. Can Sarah Meredith make that count? She's away. There's a pole down for the Albrighton. That's going to let the Barclay back in. 2 poles down for the Albrighton, and they missed the baton too. All things happening for the Albrighton. The Barclay have got a flyer. Away goes Francis Poole, Marble. 5 to add for them. But that's still less than the Albrighton. As it's Sarah Birtle away, and Sarah Birtle has a refusal. All the time it's getting better for the Barclay.
When do we go again, man?
Francis Poole and Marble. Down to the far end, Francis Poole is going to be handing over to the last one, Ellie Luffman, Moonlight. There's been a handover Sarah Birtle's given up, Sarah Cork's taken on. Sarah Cork's got to finish Sarah Birtle's round, then do her own.
I gather this is Mike Cassidy.
So it's looking good for the Barclay at the moment. Ellie Luffman is away on her last round, and the Albrighton still have their last round to start. A last desperate call from the Albrighton horn. They're looking down this time. They've got a pole down as well. It's all against the Albrighton. The Barclay coming home the winners. They're into the home straight, Ellie Luffman. And they're home. Meanwhile, Sarah Cork has done Fightley Foxes. Fightley Foxes, their B team, going to take on the Barclay. Last place in the quarter-final. All clear from the judges. The Fightley Jessica Pupper gets them underway, and James McGuire for the Barclay. 38 is under the grandstand. 66 Fightley Foxes are on the judges' side.
Thank you.
Not a lot in it.
That's right. Yeah. They need to come back.
The men seem very decisive. They're out of it now. Even Stevens as they head off into the second part. One down for both. Still even Stevens.
Oh, that's the coat you like, isn't it?
The changeover could be the difference.
Chocolate done.
Barclay team put the brakes on and have dropped it. And also problems for the Fightley Foxes too. They're in problems. Both in problems. Here they come again. And in fact, in the end, the Barclay get out of it better. And still, Fightley are in trouble. One down for the Barclay. Two down for the Barclay. They come down the landing pole. And still problems for the Fightley. They haven't started their second round, Sarah Bold yet. Now she's away. So remember, Barclay number 2 coming for home. This is Sarah Meredith lining up to hand over now to Francis Paul Marble. That's a better handover. And the Barclay need to motor on because they've got more fences down. They're 10 seconds behind as far as the penalties added. And they've got now 15 seconds. And it's not looking so good for the Barclay. Barclay, Francis Paul going to be handing over to Ellie Luffman. Meanwhile, here comes changeover 2 to 3. Sarah Bolt to Sharon Colonel, and then changeover again is causing problems. It's the changeovers for Fightley, the pressure's got to them. Now they're away. Charlotte Colonel. Good change for the Barclay. They're getting ahead of their 15-second penalty. Now Ellie Luffman needs to jump her clear.
They've knocked 3 jumps.
Ellie Luffman, the last one for the Barclay. Charlotte Colonel has to hand over to Sarah Pollard, so she's got a long way to go. The 15 seconds, though, is a long way in time.
I don't like the way that
Ellie Luffman looking to put Barclay into the semi-finals. Coming home for the last time. Just the last. Stops the...
They want to know if they've got to stop behind for the turnout. Bell was there.
Well, we're into the other semi-final, and it's all go. And it's go this time for the Cambridgeshire with Enfield Chase. They've been impressive, they're a young team, and they're taking on the Barclay, the famous yellow coach from the Severn Vale. It's first to go, Bridget Andrews for the Cambridgeshire, first to go for the Barclay, Jamie Maguire. They're under starters orders. And they're off. The Barclay down the office side. The Cambridgeshire with Bridget Andrews are down the grandstand. And Barclay got one down. 5 to add to them. That's an early error. Bridget Andrews has been fantastic for the Cambridge and got them off God's fire each time. Only 14 years old with her little pony Millie. Skips over the stile, coming for home. Meanwhile, the first for the Barclay.
great.
Jamie is now Maguire coming for home. Jamie's going to change over to Sarah Meredith. And in fact, neither have had good changeovers. They're away now. They're neck and neck. At the moment it's one fence down for the Barclay. Other than that it's absolutely nip and tuck. To the bending poles. The Barclay with Sarah Meredith got the disadvantage rather than the little pony of Harvey Roberts. Harvey Roberts, 13 years old, on spice. This little boy is flying. Oh, he's got one down. Now it is even. The Barclay and the Cambridge Enfield have got everything to play for. Here comes the next change. Harvey Roberts to Tom Darlow. They've both got him problems. Now that Tom Darlow has got it. Tom Darlow is away. Barclay now away. This is Francis Poole, Marble. The good-looking Cullen cob, dare I say, is flying down the far side. Tom Darlow with Lowry. Nothing in it. They've both got a oh, a mistake by Tom Darlow, and a fence down. That's cost them. The Barclay have got the upper hand, it's not over yet. It's now Francis Poole to Ellie Luffman to see Barclay in the final. And the last round now is for the Cambridgeshire, and here goes Georgina Andrews. She's the one that has made up time every time. One down. They're now two behind. Meanwhile, Ellie Luffman is still clear, and if she comes home clear, this has got to be for the Barclay. Ellie Luffman says, go on, and home she comes. Meanwhile, they'll be getting old age pension at 15. They'll be getting old age pension at 15. But they've got a really young team, and they're very impressive. And the Barclay are going to have their work cut out. First to go for the Barclay is Jamie Maguire, Jacko. First for the old Surrey Burst on West Kent, Ben Giggs. Dara asks if we're all right. We're all A-OK, and just checking with the judges. OK for the judges. And Giddings is Penny getting really wound up. Perfect piece.
Just go. Just like the wickets but facing the right direction.
Both having a little bit of difficulty. They've got to break the beam, of course, so they must get in front of the starting gate. And these pennies get really wound up when they get called in. Trevor Marks Jamie Maguire and Jacko. They're away for the final. Who gets the first initiative? It's Ben Giddings. First offence, even as a fence down for Jamie Maguire Jacko. Ben Giddings gets the Old Surrey Glasgow and West Kent away. And he's going to hand over now to getting into position Hector Worsley. Hector Worsley all lined up. They've done their homework. And one down for both of them. In onside. Good changeover. Hector Worsley, Millie. And being chased now by Sarah Meredith Noggin. It's one fence apiece. Oh, and a refusal for Hector Worsley. The Barclay definitely with the advantage. And one down. Everything going wrong for Hector Worsley. Now he's got to go. Hector Worsley will be handing over to his sister Tabitha. Meanwhile, here comes the changeover number 3 to Francis Poole, and that was a flying change. Francis Poole and Marble. They've been a model of consistency. Meanwhile, poor old Hector Worsley is in all sorts of problems with his little Bernie Millie. And a changeover happening, in fact, sister's taking over. Tabitha's taking over from Hector. So Hector's now got to go out on his own round. Meanwhile, coming to home is Francis Poole to hand over to the last one, Ellie Luffman. Good change. Now Ellie is the last one to go for the Barclay. They could win this if Ellie goes clear. So coming back to finish your own round, Tabitha Worsley with Millie Jeanette coming in to take over. And sadly, everything going wrong for the old Surrey Burton working and it means that the Barclay are going to cruise now. It's through the wind. So many people onto this fake show ground. So many people onto this fake show ground. And a fine win for the Barclay. And enjoy that. Those dreams will jump even better during the winter. The winning team, Jamie Maguire, Sarah Meredith, Francis Hall, and Luffman.
In our lot, there were 34 and one lot 50.
Marvel, that's a great job.
The numbers, yeah.
Two. Then in second place, didn't quite go. And Ellie.
I'll be doing it, but...
Horrible in the lead. Horrible go.